It's not those things that's going to give us the healing. Read that again.
For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster.
It wasn't the herb and it wasn't the medicine that you get from the hospitals. Read. It wasn't the weed. Read.
That restored them to health.
That's going to restore you to spiritual, godly health, physically and spiritually and mentally, and give you the stability of these times. Give you the stability of your mind. It wasn't the weed. Read.
But thy word.
But thy what?
But thy word.
But thy what?
But thy word.
It's applying the words of God.
Right.
It's applying the words of God that gets us healed. That brings the healing into our life, into our spirit, into our mind. Give me that. Go read that.
But thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
Isaiah 8:20. So we have to understand what the word is that brings the healing to all aspects of our life. It says the healing to all things. So anything that you're going through, you have to turn to God for. Nothing can be turned back to weed, because it's set up by Satan to destroy you.
Right.
Because guess what? It's not even about the lung cancer that you can get from the weed. Guess what it's about? It's about the disconnection from God that happens when you sin against him and defile your temple. And I'm glad and I'm proud of you, sister, for turning away from that weed. Don't ever turn back. Read that. Let's find out what the word that brings the healing is.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law.
Read that again.
To the law.
What is the word?
To the law.
The law, the laws of God, which must be applied in our lives, like what he said, putting on a skirt, a dress, a long flowy dress that doesn't show off your body shape, because that's going to attract a lot of ungodly satanic men to want to sleep with you. Right. You know what the game is. You also wearing the fringes, keeping the Sabbath day. All these things that you have learned are royal. Read that again.
Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony.
To the law and testimony of Jesus the Christ. Read.
If they speak not according to this word.
If any man coming up to you talking to you about, oh, I'm a life coach, I can help you out, sister. Oh, I'm a pastor. Oh, let me get you with this. Let me hook you up with this. Did you know that we was Egyptians? Nah, we wasn't Egyptians. The Egyptians was breaking our backs just like the white man in slavery these days.
Bring it up.
You understand? So the word of God and the commandments and his testimony, which must be brought out of this Bible, if he ain't talking to you about how to keep God's laws, then don't talk to him. Read.
If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
It's because there is no light in them. Give me that. Proverbs 6:23. There's no light in them. Read that.
Say something. Sis, let me ask you a question. You celebrate birthdays? You celebrate your birthday?
Not really.
Not really. What you doing? What about him? What about nephew?
I just take him to go play. That's it.
Right.
Go jump around somewhere. That's it.
So what do you do on your birthday?
Nothing. I go out to eat and chill with my mom.
Okay, okay. So kind of keep it low key.
Yeah.
Should we be celebrating our birthday?
Yes.
No? Yes? No? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why should we celebrate our birthday?
I was taught that. So.
I understand. But why you think we should be celebrating our birthday?
That's the day we came into the world. Right?
Say it again.
The day I came into the world.
Okay. Day you came into the world, right? Hold that.
Well, I celebrate my birthday because I've been through a lot.
That's what I want to hear.
So,
Right.
You know, I almost died, so my birthday to me is special.
Okay.
And I'm going through a lot right now with my health too. So when my birthday comes, I just be blessed to see another day.
What about the days in between that?
I'm still blessed.
But that day just got to be that special day, huh?
I get what you're saying.
That day we go all out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What does God feel about that? No, Jeremiah 20 and 14, but Isaiah 47 after. You don't know? Let's see what God says. Because remember, everything we do, everything we were taught, trust me, it's been opposite of what God says. So let's see. Jeremiah 20:14.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 14.
Read.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
You heard what God said? Woo. God come through as the party wrecker.
Bring it out.
You know why people don't want to read the Bible? Because they know God gonna tell them something they don't want to know, or they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that they gotta change.
Right.
Watch what God finna say. Let's read it again.
Jeremiah 20 and verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
It says, cursed be the day wherein I was born.
That's right.
You said, I'm blessed to see another what? But God just said, cursed be the day that I was born. Cursed be the day that I was born, right? Because every day you're moving towards what? You're moving towards death.
Right.
Yeah.
So why is it a blessing on the day that I was born? When the Bible just said, cursed be the day. Is there more on that? Read.
Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
See that? Why is it the opposite? You said I'm blessed on my birthday, but God says, let not the day that my mother bare me be blessed. No, the day bear had me. Yeah.
Okay.
The day that I came out the womb, God said, don't let that day be blessed. Now, why? Because when you celebrate your birthday, who is it all about? God said in the law, ooh. So now that's a form of what? Worship yourself. That's idolatry. Read the law. You got it? Yep. So watch what the law says. And then I'm going to go back to birthdays. Because it's important that we understand to get right with God. You know what I'm saying? So if God said we shouldn't celebrate our birthdays, I ain't celebrated a birthday in almost 10 years. For what? Because God said don't do it. God said don't celebrate that day because it's cursed. So if God said don't celebrate that birthday, I'm not doing it. That's right. Read.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Yep. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
It's simple and plain. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. When you celebrate your birthday, when you make it about you, you're making yourself a god. Right. Birthdays, you finna bring it, huh? Oh, you finna bring it? Okay, we finna get that. So you see how, but we gotta educate and teach our people what God says is wrong and what God says is right. Right. So therefore, when that day comes that Christ comes, you don't get caught in the fire. Right. So cursed be the day that I was born. Let not the day that my mother bare me be blessed. Isaiah 47, 13 and 14. And then I want to read what you got.
It's the book of Isaiah.
Matter of fact, read what you got first. Watch this, sis.
There is an affinity of such commemoration among the wicked. This is from the Satanic Bible. There is an affinity of such commemoration among the wicked as recorded in the Satanic Bible.
Watch this, sis.
The highest of all holy days.
Now, you heard that? It says the highest of all holy days out of the Satanic Bible. Watch this.
In the Satanic religion is the date of one's own birth.
You heard that, sis? The bee ain't gonna mess with you. He ain't gonna mess with you.
Just don't swing that.
But watch this. Read it again.
The highest of all holidays in the Satanic religion is the date of one's own birth.
You see that? That's the highest day in a religion is the day of one's birth. So when you celebrating your birthday, you're partaking in a satanic what? Ritual. Right. It's deeper than what we think. And that's the things we're not taught. And that's why God says that day is cursed. Because why? You're partaking in a satanic ritual. Watch this, Isaiah 47, 13, 14.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 13. Read. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let not the astrologers,
The who?
the astrologers,
Because everybody be talking about, oh, I'm a Pisces, I'm a Gemini, I'm an Aquarius. What's your sign? I want to see if we're compatible. You see how we be caught up in the foolishness? Then we trying to see if we compatible. You lay down and now I don't like you 4 days later. And now you don't even know you put a seed in and now it's a single family home. We be into all type of foolishness. Our safety net is the Bible. Read it again.
thou art multitude of thy counsels. Let not the astrologers, the stargazers,
The what?
the stargazers,
The astrologers and the stargazers,
the monthly prognosticators,
the monthly. Everybody, January, February, they got all of astrology tied into a month. Somebody asked me, oh, what's your sign? I mean, I don't do all that. Well, I know, but what is it? No, we're not talking about that. Because God says we shouldn't be involved in astrology. That's sorcery, that's witchcraft. When you go pick up that newspaper and you go to the astrology section and you trying to read your horoscope, that's all going into that. God said we shouldn't be partaking in none of that. And birthdays is a high satanic ritual. Read on.
let not the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. 14 right now.
Read.
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them.
You see anybody involved in birthdays and astrology and all that? What did it say? The fire gonna do what?
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them.
They gonna be put to death. Anybody involved in all that? The tarot card readers, the psychics, anybody celebrating their birthday, all of them gonna be burned up.
That's right.
Because God said we shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Read.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
On birthdays, there was a sacrifice, right? There was a sacrifice on birthdays. When you read Genesis 40 and 20, the chief butler was sacrificed, right? When you read Matthew 14 and 6, Herod's niece, I think it's a niece, daughter, one of the two, she wanted John's head to be put on a platter on her birthday and brought to her. That was what she requested. So on birthdays, there seemed to be some sort of what? Death. That's what he read earlier.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.